After getting rid of my house, leaving my £50,000 a year job and moving into a van that I converted into a camper van solely to pursue my passion of an adventurous lifestyle, you now join me in one of the most rugged places in England. Some of the most unforgiving terrain, tranquil lakes and mountainous views. This is definitely the place to find adventure. Welcome to the Lake District. We're going to be mountain climbing, paddleboarding, hiking, truly taking advantage of what the Lake District has to offer. We start our adventure on the highest point of the highest mountain pass in England, the Kirkstone Pass. But I'm probably not going to stop here. One, it's a little bit busy. Number two, there's a spot down there that I want to go. But on the way up the main road, I found something that might be a problem. Something where this is going to come in handy. There was a sign on the way down that road that said 6'6" width restriction. Let's put that right on the edge of the wheel arch, just about there, and see what it says around here. What's that? Ah, no, I'm 6'8". I'm just going to go for a walk down there and just see what it's like. You never know, the pinch point that is 6'6" could be the other end, further past than the spot that I'm going to. There we go, 6'6". There's even a sign up there that says wintry conditions, treacherous, and that's a 20% drop. And she'll get the heart rate pumping when I'm on my way back up this hill. Must admit, I do love that mountain. It's called Red Screes. It's one of the things that attract me to the Lake District so much. There's 214 peaks and they're all called Wainwrights. That's because once upon a time there was a gentleman who wrote a book who climbed all 214 of them. Every one of them's got a name and you've got a tick list from the highest down to the shortest. The highest being Scarfell Pike, the highest mountain in England, down to the lowest, which is 212, Castle Crag. The challenge is to climb them all. That dude's name was Alfred Wainwright. That's why they're called Wainwrights. And there's the spot. There's only one in it. Nice and flat with some amazing views to go along with it. So that's where I want to go tonight, and I can even get down this road. That must be the pinch point just there, actually. Now I've got to walk back up the hill. The problem is, it's the first time I'm wearing jogging bottoms since I got cracking sunburn on my legs. Oh, they're rubbing. That, and I'm fat. How cool is this spot? I think I can see some highland cows down there, so I might have to take a walk down there to have a look. Whoa, look at that bug there. How cool is that? That's massive. It was a bit of an eye-opener while I was sat here sorting out my van insurance. Just look at that view for one hell of a park up. But I think the highland cows are up there. I've been watching them for ages and they're slowly and slowly coming closer and closer to the road. I think I'm going to go down there and have a look now. Just look how beautiful that is. I'm getting a bit closer and I think I can see horns on them. This is going to be so cool. I was right, they are highland cows. How cool was that? Let's go further around and see if we can get a better look at a few more. The thing with highland cows, they just have their own cheeky little personalities, don't they? Oh, that's so cool. Looks like the weather's coming in over there and over there. So I'm going to make my way back to my van, which is all the way up there. Sorry guys, I've got to go. I promise you the whole video is not going to be me just fangirling over animals. The whole point of today was to get everything done this morning that I needed to get done and physically get to the Lake District. I had to sort my insurance out. I'll give you more info on that later because self-built camper van insurance it can be tricky. I managed to find a few hacks through it though. Not really me finding them, more me speaking to companies and asking them and come up with a few hacks. Anyway, I had to get up here, chill out for tonight, catch up on loads of work and editing and stuff. Tomorrow, I don't know what I'm going to do. Day after, don't know what I'm going to do. I haven't got a clue, and that's the freedom we've got. I'm down at Ullswater, so weather pendant, probably head down there. Thursday night to Friday morning, supposedly we've got clear skies through the night and a sunrise. So I might do a mountain hike and catch a sunrise on top of a mountain. That'd be quite cool. Just look at that scenery. That blows my mind every time I look around. We've got paddleboarding in the lakes to do. Got loads of random hikes. We're just going to stumble across everything and take advantage of the Lake District. I'm going to make some food. Just a quick, nice, easy mac and cheese. Nothing special. Have a cup of tea afterwards. I've got to boil some water. I think, according to the instructions, I've never had one of these before. 250 ml of water, 100 ml of milk. I would say that's probably 100 ml. Woof, we've got flame. Bring that to the boil. chuck in the content of the packet, give it a good stir for 5 minutes. Yes, that's a stir. Then I can scoff. I cannot wait to get my cooker. My cooker's going to be going there, or my hob, sorry, and my sink's going to be going here. That's around the 25th of May. That's when my new worktop is coming. I've got a marble effect worktop coming. That's when that overcab locker's coming, and the single bed that's going to be going along there for my son to sleep on whenever he's with me. There, it's thickening up nicely. Oh, I'm looking forward to some food, you know. Just imagine waking up to that as a view every single day. It's one of the perks that attracts everybody towards van life. There's me mac and cheese. There's the kettle on. There's me cup of tea. Food time. Oh, I'm stuffed. I am absolutely stuffed. Got to do the washing up. Do some editing from today's video. Get my head down nice and early for a nice early start tomorrow. Oh, God, I slept good last night. Woke up to a little bit of rain on the windscreen. I have two options. I can either stay here, have breakfast, get settled down and then move off. Or I can shoot down to Glenridding, which is not far away, and I can go for a little mooch around the town, pick up some nice stuff for breakfast, and then go from there. Aira Force is just down the road. Go look at a crazy waterfall with this weather. That'll be quite nice. Wave goodbye to last night's spot before we head back up the struggle down the Kirkston Pass into town. Welcome to Glenridding. 1 hour's free parking right on the front, right next to the river. That'll give me enough time to have a quick mooch around the shop, pick up a few essentials. Went into the tourist information for about 20 minutes speaking to the lady that was running the place. And she was on about what I can do here, what I can walk. And I think I'm going to look at Glenridding Dodd. That's that one right up in the background just there. It's not a very high one, but it's got good scrambles, loose rocks, scree, that sort of stuff. So it'll be ticking off another way, right? Too fat for this. Then again, that's why I'm doing this. Lose a bit of weight, do me 214 peaks. I think I'm on 45. This will be 46 if I can summit it. Sheffield Pike over there, 47 if I summit it. I have just seen a cool waterfall down there though, and it kind of looks like that path just continues on round there, and then it's towards the end. So I might go and have a little wander over there. Whew. That's if I don't on this hill. Check out this for a view, and a cracking camping spot. The path goes up there, but I saw a little like untrodden path coming this way, so I thought I'd have a look. Boom. How nice is that? That's wild cool. If you remember my last video, I actually went to Ullswater. That's where I was. Oh, that's where I was. The little island out there is where I paddleboarded around. It was quite cool. How nice does this look? When in reality I'm just using this whole clip and the whole time of me filming to actually catch my breath. Right, let's carry on the trail. We're just going to follow that path all the way up and round, and then I think it goes that way round the back of that lump. Just having a minute in this glorious, absolutely mind-boggling view. I mean, just look at that. We're sort of at a crossroads. We can either go up Glenridding Dodd there, or up Sheffield Pike up there. But that last little stint coming up here, I'm heading towards Glenridding Dodd. It's smaller, so at least we can tick that one off. I've come to this thought that I really am unfit, but I was only driving trucks for 2-3 months. In that 2-3 months, I started smoking again. I've been sat down all the time doing absolutely nothing. It's amazing how just 3 months out of the mountains can really ruin you. So that's that. When I get back, cigarettes, they're gone. Don't need them no more. They're ruining my life. And I'm going to start doing a lot more walking to build my fitness back up. Get me back to where I was before I started driving trucks. I didn't think that this hike would be one of those I'm going to find myself hikes. But it's amazing what just sort of hits you in the face when you start to struggle doing something you enjoy. 10 years I went without a cigarette. Bang, 3-month job, straight on them again. Oh, not no more. Gerald's been working hard up here. It's glad to see he's well and fit now. If you know, you know. I've got the summit just there. I've just walked up to it. I've just stopped. I'm expecting a full Ullswater view from the top of this. So I want to take you guys with me and you get me instant reaction. Now I'm kind of feeling wide angle lens for this one, but there it is. I mean, you can't hit a Wainwright summit without touching it. Poof. There we go. Actually, you can get up on this one. It's a bit sketchy, but oh, whoosh. Oh, you can only see a bit. Maybe from over there. I'll go back down this way. Oh, there's another Wainwright ticked off. That's 46 I've done now. Oh wow. It's just absolutely beautiful. Now you can follow this path, and there's a lot of scrambling down to by the lake, but I've parked over that way. Just look at that. Such a beautiful view. That's one I might go up this week. It's called Place Feul. Apparently it's a really nice walk according to the lady in the visitor centre. Wow. Helvellyn up there, that's in the clouds. It's been quite cool. There's a path going up there, and you can see like a river of people going to tackle Striding Edge. If you're into your scrambling and that sort of stuff, Striding Edge is definitely a good one. I done it 2 years ago. Absolutely breathtaking. I did it wrong actually, because that was when I was sort of first taken into hiking mountains and doing the Wainwrights. And I kind of saw a post on a Facebook group. I'm going up here, does anyone want to come? I was like, yeah, fair enough then. Didn't do my research, did I? I knew about Helvellyn. I knew how tough it was, but I didn't do research on the people I was actually going with. One of them was a military PTO instructor. 2 of the girls that were there were firefighters. Another lad was a bodybuilder, and I was fat. Looks like the clouds are starting to roll in over there. And over to Sheffield Pike. Just look. It's hard to think that only an hour ago I was up that and up over there. Obviously that's in the clouds now, so you can't see it. That path coming down is sketchy. It's just like loose rock underneath your feet. But I think I'm gonna have a little play on the lake for a bit. I don't know, I'm all hot and sweaty and I haven't got a shower, so if I go paddleboarding, there's a very good possibility I'm gonna fall in. That'll clear me up a bit. Oh crap, I've been sat down for half an hour and I've just looked down at the van because I could just about see a glimpse of the van. Then it hit me. I parked in parking that was free parking for an hour, but you can't return within an hour after that. I've been gone for 4 hours. I knew I forgot something. I knew I should have moved it. Let's get down there and see what it's like. Oh God, I hope I haven't got a ticket. There's the van. Let's go check the windscreen. And yeah, baby. I think now that I'm back, the first thing I need to do is move and just give this spot to somebody else, because there's loads of cars pulling up and trying to park and stuff. Whereas they can have this spot when I'm gone. So I'll go further down, try and see if I can grab one of those lay-bys right by the lake. Only 200 yards down the road, and we've got a cracking little lake view spot. I can't stay here for the night. There's a little sign that says no camping. Plus, it's sort of really on the wonk, so I won't be able to sleep here anyway. So get this, in van life we live off 3 main rules. 1, don't park anywhere for the night where there's no overnight camping signs. Those signs are obviously there for a reason. Number 2, leave no trace. Leave that location better than when you first found it. No fires on the ground. Just pick up your litter, that sort of stuff. And the next one is never stay in a place for more than like 2 or 3 days at most. The locals tend to get fussy. The councils end up sticking signs up saying no overnight parking. So if I found a beautiful spot that I absolutely love, and there was a sign that says no overnight camping, just like this one here from the National Trust, if that sign was to mysteriously vanish, would that be okay? I didn't even try to stand up out there. That's way too choppy. You go a headwind where the wind's coming towards you, and you just got to wear bum too. But what a way to spend an afternoon. Literally, my home is just there and your paddleboard is just there. This is amazing. I can't wait to be back in that van proper full time. Because I mean, I've still got to go back to get some more furniture fitted and stuff like that. I've got a few bits and bobs to do. But I don't know when I'll be going back. Look at the van just poking over just there. Do you know what I've just realised? There's only 233 days until Christmas. The most creative hate comment down below gets 10 points. Alright, let's put that all away and head off and do something else. I'm thinking Aira Force is just down the road, big waterfall. Maybe we could nip down there. Just look at that for a little view on this little park up. Now again, there's one of those naughty signs that say you can't camp here, but I couldn't fit in the Aira Falls car park. I physically went into the car park, and the amount of coaches and other big vans that were in there, it just made it really tight and twisty. So I just come straight back out, shot straight down to here. I'm only a 10-minute walk away from there. Right, no more procrastinating. I've been sat here making TikToks and stuff. Got my boots on, got my bag packed. Let's go. I've got about 10 minutes of road walking to do up there. So, should be fun. Oh yes, there's the van. I must have had about 10 phone calls today from insurance companies because I done my insurance quotes online yesterday. Thought, do you know what, I'll have a look. One company has sort of stood out above the rest, and I've just had another phone call from them. They've phoned about 3 or 4 times now, and I've answered them. They've asked questions, they've gone back and forth, and they've found loads of ways around me getting the cheapest quote on the cheapest van insurance quote for a self-built camper van that I'm going to be living in the majority of the time. A quote that will give me 20,000 mile a year and give me 365 days EU cover. I think I'm definitely going to go for them now. They've literally phoned me up 3 or 4 times today asking me questions on what's this and what's that, are you going to be doing this, are you going to be doing that, all to try and get my insurance quote down. I'll tell you more about them later. They definitely come up with some creative ways to get my insurance policy down but still keep me 100% legal all the time. It looks like Aira Falls have stopped their overnight parking. We're on the trail now anyway. Aira Falls and the Gulbowa Park. Gulbowa is the name of one of the fouls that's right next to it. Last time I was here, middle of winter with Danielle, and we thought, do you know what, we'll go to the waterfall. A tree had fallen in a big storm over one of the bridges, closing half the path. So we ended up just going for a walk around the foul. There's the whole new footpath that goes all the way up there from when the tree crushed it. And there's the waterfall. It's a lot more grand than what it looks like from up here, but there is a staircase there to go down to it. So let's go down. How cool is that? So this was the bridge that was crushed by a tree last time, and you had to go over that one up there. But you've got the water that comes all the way down to this bridge, and then there should, in theory, if I remember rightly, be a waterfall just down there too. How awesome is that? The power that's coming down that, and nature caused that. How freaking cool is that? That was absolutely amazing. But it's a little circular walk, and I kid you not, it probably took me 10 minutes to get from the car park up to that point there. We're only coming out for a short walk. My legs are ripped. Oh, I'd have to come back here with Danielle again. She loved it while we were up here before. That's the only thing missing from right now. Now I've got the new path, the one that was crushed by falling trees. I would imagine it's probably one of them up there. I don't know. But if I fell right down, you can see where they've chopped it all up down there, actually. Now the question is, do I have food here, chill out here for a bit, and then go to my parking spot, which I still don't know where I'm going to park? Or do I figure that out first and then go? I guess it's time to say goodbye to Ullswater and head over to my park up for tonight. I'm feeling I've had a really, really good day, but what'll make it extra perfect if I saw some deer. I don't know why, I've just got this thing about deer. I love deer. And I know a spot where I might be able to see them. I'm just hoping that spot's actually free. It's a good big long spot where there's room for like 2, maybe 3 vans at a push. 2 vans if you want to get them nice and level. Failing that, there's another spot just around the corner, but it's a forestry logging road. So it's a bit sketchy whether or not you can stop there. Sometimes they have the gates closed. I've stayed in this spot a fair few times now. I'm going to go for a walk along that forest line a little bit later when it gets a little bit darker, because that's where I normally see the deer. But just look at it. The sun's setting over the Skiddaw mountain range. The van parked just there. And like I say, it's enough space here for 2 or 3 campers. It's actually quite a nice spot, to be fair. Let me tell you about the insurance company. You see, the insurance company that I've gone with is called STIRLING Insurance. They insure every weird and wonderful van that you could possibly think about. Whether it's a van that you've just brought to convert, a van that's not used for commercial use, all the way up to a van that is used for commercial use. Camper vans, motorhomes, learner drivers, they insure them all. And when they phoned me up, it was just a pleasant experience. You see, I did the online quote. They phoned me up just to make sure that all the details were absolutely correct, to make sure that they could give me the best, most competitive price that they possibly could. And they did change 1 or 2 little things. My quote just became a lot more competitive. You could really tell just how experienced the staff actually are. Now, I was dreading this because I thought they'd put me on hold for like 20 minutes or so, but they didn't. They said, we'll phone you back when we've got the quote with the new information. 20 minutes later, they phoned me back, but I was halfway up a mountain, so I didn't get that. They went through to voicemail, so I phoned back the original number that phoned me. Now, you'd expect with insurance companies to get past pillar to post until you reach the right person. Not in this case. Went straight through to the original person, and then we went through all the final details. I'm now insured with Sterling Insurance for my self-built camper van, and the policy even came as standard with 365 days of European travel. That's Sterling Insurance. I'll leave all the links down in the description down below. Now that the sun's starting to set just a little bit, I think it's now time to go out looking for... That's just going to make the day complete, I swear. It'd help if I locked it. That one spooked up on me. I'm only just started to trail. Normally they're not that close. I got spooked by one that's just shot in, and then another one further down, which you've just seen. I'm like walking around dead gingerly now with the camera. I saw a deer. Can this day get any more better? There's normally more further down, so we'll keep going, see what we can see. But just listen to this. This is so cool. Right near like a tree lined edge with a fence behind it, and you can see all the little rat runs coming down, where I assume they're coming down to the little river down here for a drink, although I can't really see any just there yet. I've just seen the tail of one up there. It was just on that tree line over there, which I know there's a family of them over there because I've seen them before. Maybe a little bit later, and you'll start seeing the full family come out, because I bet you any money they've got some young. There's normally some on that side of the path too. However, a family's just gone past with a dog, and they said, yeah, my dog's just chased one in there by mistake. And I was like, oh, it's all good. We've seen some, so I'm happy. I'm still going to walk around. I'm still going to keep quiet, and still going to keep my eyes peeled, because they could be anywhere around here. Oh wow, look at that. There's a young buck over by the watering hole. That's so cool. That was a young stag. He's just moved behind some trees, so I'm going further down behind some cover and see if I can get a better photo. Look, he's just there. He's just there. How cool is that? Oh, he's just heard me. You can see me. That was so cool. Like, properly cool. Those two that scarpered right at the start of the hike, I'm about to go past that area as well, so we'll see if they're there again. But they're not. I'm starving. I've not eaten properly all day, so time to head back and get some food. The sunset over the mountains, that's beautiful. What a good day today's been. And it's time for some noodle stir fry. I'll see you in the morning. Good morning. The morning's not what the weather forecast said. It said it'd be clear sky until about 10 o'clock in the morning. And it's like misty, low-lying mist. It's quite cool, to be fair. Decided I'd come for a walk. What's that? Decided I'd come for a walk on the same forest path that I went yesterday, where I saw the deer, but a different side of the forest path, on a different route, and I just walked for about half an hour. I've seen loads this morning, but I was on a TikTok live, so I couldn't really film them. This is basically it. It's just a forestry track where all the forestry trucks used to come, but this path isn't on any Google Maps. It's not on OS Maps. I just randomly stumbled across it one day, and it's packed with wildlife. Just listen. It's like 9 o'clock in the morning. This is awesome. And because this road, this track, isn't on any maps, you can't plot your route. You can't see where you're going on the map. So you randomly be walking for half an hour, and it'll be a dead end that way, and a dead end that way. So I'm going to go back down and take one of the right turns and just see what's down there. That was so cool. We walked out straight across the road, but we're at the crossroads. We can either go down there or down there back to the van. So I'm going to go down the hill. The problem is, I caught a glimpse of this path when I was walking back down that one, and it goes round and then up a long steep gradient. I don't know where it goes after the gradient because it goes round the corner, but we'll go down and have a look. Yeah, I was kind of right. It goes down and then a long steep gradient all the way up. I've been watching a load of hunting videos, not so much to learn how to hunt, but more to learn how to track the animals. So listening for the sounds, which way the wind's going, all that sort of stuff, and it's helped out loads today. Oh, I think we're coming towards the end of this path. I wonder whether it'll just bring us onto the road that runs down to my van. I'll have to check the map. Not quite. We've got to go left on that road all the way to the end and then turn left. That road that we turn left on is where I'm parked. Have you seen these? These are quite cool. See this? You pull it and your dog can go underneath it when you've got to climb over the stye. I'd love a little dog, like a little cocker spaniel or something. Something that's just absolutely crazy and bonkers, but something that can handle walking around the fouls. I got back to the van, had a cup of tea, thought, do you know what, I'm in North Lake District. Do you know what I can do? Nip to Penrith and drop my work stuff off, solely because this is the closest I'm going to be to Penrith to be able to drop that stuff off. So I went off, did that, and on my way back into the lakes, I'm thinking, what can I do? I want to try and avoid Keswick because they've got Keswick Mountain Show on. And I just assumed it was going to be busy there. I whacked a few things into Google Maps, but it turns out it's not that busy down there. So I'm going to shoot down towards Keswick and I'm going to have a look at climbing up Walla Crag. Just look at that for a view. That's Derwent water with all the mountains in the background. That is breathtaking. Just don't look at me because I'm currently dying. There's a lady in the car park trying to sell the National Trust membership, and she basically got the gist that I didn't really want to have the National Trust in the most politest possible way. And then I asked her, so which way is the best way for me to go up? She was dead friendly. My little old lady, it was great, it was amazing. She said, well, that way's the steep way and that way's the not so steep way. So I said, oh, I'll go the not so steep way. My legs are hurting, why not? She duped me. She told me the wrong way. That's instant karma for not buying the membership. Just goes to show you, Catbells comes up there, and that is the summit of Catbells just there. Then it goes round up to Maiden Moor. It looks quite easy when you're looking at it from over here, but that's actually quite a tough little hike. Nice little scrambles. It's a nice hike, like. Then again, we do have some nice little scrambles over on this hike as well. I just looked behind me, there's Blueberry Foul. That's another Wainwright, so while I'm up here, I might try and tag that. It wasn't long before we hit the summit of Walla Crag. Check out these views. Right, no messing. It's time to get back down. Just realised I only put 2 hours on the van. Alright, mate. How's it going? Your mates have run over there. Oh, wow. It's the Lake District's wild horses. Look at them. I haven't seen them in years. What a cute little bridge that is. What an absolute banging view of Derwent water. T-minus 15 minutes until the van's car parking ticket runs out. That's what time I should have been back. And that's what time it is now. So if you want to come and do the full walk around Walla Crag and you're fat like me, 2 hours is about right. You can only book 2 hours or 5 hours on the ticket machine. The National Trust, they know what they're doing, don't they? They know that hike might take 2.5 hours, because I had to rush that last bit. So they say 2 hours for your minimum parking charge. So you've got to buy the 5 hour parking, which is like 3 times the price. Now, where I'm planning to stay in Coniston tonight, I was going to go and do Cathedral Caves, but my legs are just ruined at the minute. Plus, I'm hoping to get to this spot before the weekend campervanners come out, because it's a cracking little spot, but it fills up quick on a Friday night. So I want to get there now while the daytime users are leaving the lake and the weekenders haven't quite got to the lake yet. Hopefully I can get a spot. There's 1 of 3 spots alongside the lake that I could go to. The first spot that I was really hoping to get into is just coming up here on the left. Now you can see some vehicles already parked up, and it looks like I am going to be able to get into it actually. Let's get in and just see if this spot is adequate enough. It looks good enough actually. Oh, I'm well chuffed with this spot. Welcome to Coniston. What a beautiful lake. Last time I was here, you could actually get down and there was a beach area where you could like set your paddle boards up and stuff. Looks like we've had that much rain. There is no beach, but that doesn't bother me. Nice, quiet, chilled out spot, ready for the night. In the wise old words of good old Dalboy, good old Derek Trotter. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh no, wait, that was the A-team, wasn't it? Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. I don't know what's up with me. I do not know. Time to just absolutely chill out, have a few snacks, and just relax. I have done literally nothing but just sit and chill, unwind and relax. But there is some positives. I had a flick onto the Aurora app, and they're very, very active. So I'm hoping, I've got a good shot here. We've got a lovely clear sky. I'll go down onto the beach when it's dark and have a look north, which is exactly that way, and just see if I can spot the northern lights again. Come on, yesterday the deer made the day. Imagine if that made today. That's going to be epic. Well, this is the best photo that I got. The aurora on the app seems to be moving away now, so I'm going to get my head down. It's about midnight now. Not being funny, but it's 10:15 and I've only just woke up. It's the first time that's ever happened that I'm parked next to a road. Quite gutted really, because I was hoping to get the paddleboard out, but there's only one little beach area where I can actually physically get the paddleboard out, and it's taken. I was hoping to, around about 9 o'clock, head off down towards Cathedral Caves, but I know for a fact that car parking is going to be full by now on a Saturday. Time to rethink my day, I think. I'll have a cup of tea while I wait. So this whole trip to the lakes was a shakedown of the van to see what broke. So what actually did break, and what am I going to change? Well, to be fair, there was a couple of things. Number one, the kitchen pod from Van's Adventures. Now, it's only bolted into where we think it should be because we didn't have the fridge when we measured everything up. So that is going to be shifted over 10 or 15 mil. One, because if you open the door, it touches the fridge just ever so slightly there, and the same over the other side. If we open the fridge door, it touches the headboard slightly. So on the 25th, which is next weekend, I'm back down in Birmingham to Van's Adventures, and that'll get moved over 15 mil. My actual worktop's going to be put in, my induction hob's going to be put in, my single bed over there is going to be put in. He sent me the build for that one, because that's a unique build. It's not something he just does off the shelf, so he had to make the whole new program for the CNC machine and everything. He sent me the pictures. That's going to be absolutely amazing. And the overhead locker for up here. The second thing revolves around the swivel seats. Again, my stupid fault. Can you see under here, you've got quite a bit of a gap, and I've always wondered why that is. It doesn't sit flush, and I think I've figured it out. You see like these two screws here, and there's another one down there. They're the wrong way around. That flat head should be underneath, and the actual bolt fitting should be on the top. That will then make it sit nice and flat on there, and it won't wobble around as much. So I can get that sorted as when I head back. But I'll be honest, I think that's about it. The joy with this trip as well, I was running on solely solar power because my fuse for my DC to DC charger isn't installed yet. I just left the fuse out. I have only used 12 volt, I've used no 240 volt yet. But 12 volt, my batteries are still full. That's the fridge running constantly, the Wi-Fi running constantly, phone chargers. All the little LED lights, I've got little ambient lights on them where the switches are so you can see where they are at night. Big thing that truly broke, and it's something I really need to work on, is me. God, my legs are ripped to pieces. I guess that's the joy of having a job where you just sat down driving all day, every day, and not being able to move. So now that I'm not working, that's definitely 100% something I'm going to work on massively. I spoke to Danielle this morning actually, and she said my new water tank, my 90 litre water tank, that's just arrived. My PVC for inside the shower, that's all arrived. We've got a plan for the back doors of the van, so that should be quite fun. So I'll be honest with you, I'm going to head back to the northwest today, spend a good few days down there, partly because she's got like the gardening that she wants me to do and stuff like that, but then I can start working on getting this ready so that next weekend when all my units go in, it's only going to be finishing touches to get this van sorted. Still some figuring out to do, like this cable just here. That's the LED light for the top of the wiring harness cover. I need to figure a way of getting a switch somewhere, and I need to figure out what I'm doing with these areas. Ideally for those, I would love to have the MAN TGE proper wraparound panel, the OEM panel. However, they are stupid money and I'm not working yet, so I think I'm just going to board them for now. This next week, this van is going to get proper overhauled. It's going to be amazing. The amount of stuff to do in here is going to be mind-blowing. Tune in next time to see what I get up to. Thanks for tuning in, guys. It's you guys watching the video, liking the video and commenting on the videos that truly make my dream a reality. I appreciate you all. Thank you.